Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expeditions. In this video, we're going to be talking about Griffain. I covered it in a previous video, and this is a follow-up video. I've tested it out. I know what it can accomplish. I'll be recounting what it can in the course of this video. Very interesting project to pay attention to. Also important, if you watched the previous video and you got your early access, you would think that they introduced another thing. It's a soul-bound token that gives you additional perks such as airdrop. I thought that as early access holders, you will need to pay for that again, but it turns out that you won't. So if you had early access based on this last video, then you'll be able to mint it at the top here. Interesting. Okay, so we'll get to that. This is a review of what Griffain can do. Is as interesting as can be, so stay tuned. Before we get started, again, you can subscribe to Web3 Wikis if you desire. To contact me with your inquiries, you can go to airdropc.com. It's also your avenue to everything related to airdrops and productivity tools. You can subscribe to airdrop reminders in this category and also contact me using this form. My socials are also on the sidebar. Let's get started. An interesting video overall. So mind you, when you this is like an account abstraction situation. In the course of signing up, assuming you are here, you had early access, you'll be able to see this portal. If you don't have early access, it will soon be open to the public. So for early access, it was paid for. I paid for it just to see what it can do and document the experience in a series of videos. So if you have early access, what happens during the login process is your native wallet out of Phantom generates another wallet, which you then give authority to be controlled by the AI. So you'll have an agent to you, and that agent can control your wallet. There are other things it can do, but that's the logic of it. Now, this wallet, the AI can control it in an automated fashion, even if you're not there present. But you can export this wallet, as I've done just before this video, so that you can also manage it manually on Phantom or whichever wallet you are using. So I decided just before this video to be assured that you can export the wallet and manage it manually. So that's that. You can do that. Okay, so like I said, if you got early access, you now can mint this. And I will look into the perks associated with this. There was a post about this recently. It's also related to Solana Mobile or something like that. I'm not very sure. But I also got Solana Mobile. It's on the way till 2025 before you get that. For those interested in Solana Mobile, I will see if I can add the link. I don't know if it's still on sale in the description. Solana Mobile comes with a lot of perks, airdrops, and all that. So even the price paid in purchasing it, we've got it in a series of airdrops. When you get the Solana Mobile, even though it has not arrived, you get a soul-bound token in your wallet. And generally, projects like to distribute airdrops to holders of that soul-bound token. That's a side note, but information pertaining to that will be in the description, considering it's related. So here it says get Agent T, a Griffain Genesis token. Okay, so this is this. We will be minting it, exclusively available for early access pass holders. So everyone knows your agent was one of the first 1,000 Griffain agents. So I think there were 2,000 of this available to mint. It came at a price of around maybe 1 soul or 0.5, no, 1 soul, but the expense to mint this was 0.5. The remaining 0.5 will be put in the wallet so that your agent can manage it. You have funds to manage. Okay, now interestingly, for those who watched the previous video and were able to get early access, spent 1 soul to do that, you get this for free. I believe so. So let's attempt to mint this and see if it will mint. Now the early access pass was there were only 1,000 available. So here it says Mint Griffain Genesis token exclusively available for early access pass holders. So everyone knows your agent was one of the first 1,000 Griffain agents. Let me click on Mint. So it looks like it's not even approve in your wallet. So the approval wallet is not this wallet. It's this one. No. Okay, so this was the initial wallet that was used in setting up this account. I would assume that that's what's being referenced. Okay, so yes. So does not have enough soul. So let's just complete this and go on to what's next. Not to worry, it's going to be an interesting video when you see what Griffain can do. We'll be experimenting with it. So I funded my wallet just a bit so that we can do some experiments. So let me just quickly have this done. You know, sometimes in Web3, presence matters and timeliness matters as well. So, you know, you can come here later and it's gone. So let me just have this done. So here I'm managing the Griffain wallet, same wallet that the AI manages. Solana, send. Okay, so interesting. It has minted, I would assume so. So let's say we click on NFTs. So it's on display here, Griffain Genesis token. Interesting stuff. Okay, so this is how it looks. I think one of the perks of this is you now have one of the agents in existence. I'm not very sure. You have the ability of training your agent, but I don't know if it's going to be publicly usable. I'm not very sure if there will be a marketplace that allows you to benefit from all this, from your agents, based on how sophisticated it is. I'm not sure. I'm just envisioning the future. But let's proceed. And let me tell you what I did last, which did not work, so that we tackle the limitations of this at the moment. Then we get onto the positives. Now it's an early stage project, so it's evolutionary, meaning that it has limitations. Okay, so I did the first thing I did. So someone contacted me on X and asked me how far with Griffain has it been trading for me and experiencing ROI. He had interest in that aspect of Griffain. So let me answer that. So what I tested out with Griffain, because since then I didn't really explore it much, but what I tested out with Griffain is it has the ability of creating a token. So it provisioned that you can create a token every time a certain user, such as Elon Musk. Here, this is, I think, the founder of Solana or so, puts out a tweet. The agent will then generate metadata for a new token image based on keywords from the tweet on its own. You simply have to give it instructions, and then it will launch it on Pumpfun and then purchase it, or basically snipe it early on. You can even give it instructions to sell at a particular MCAP. Now it can do that, but upon discussion here, so I set it up. I expected that I'll come back and see that it has created some tokens and all that and sniped it, but that wasn't the case. So I wondered why. I decided to chat with it more. So this is like a chat GPT situation. You basically train this, instruct this AI agent on what to do. It's not like autonomous agents that they just function on their own volition and they can take irrational moves. So I saw that no token was created and all that. I wondered why. So upon chatting, I understood why. Basically, for this AI agent to be able to manage your Twitter, you have to connect your Twitter, which I've not done. Now, in this scenario, it cannot pull off this action because it needs you to connect Elon Musk's Twitter, or in this case, Ian Kovenko's Twitter, which I can't. So that was what it would have needed to be able to monitor my tweets and then carry out this action. So assuming I connected my Twitter, it can carry out this action for my own Twitter. So every time I tweet personally, it can create a token on Pumpfun and snipe it at the outset and then sell it at a particular price based on my own tweet. Okay, so one workaround is Elon Musk tweets, and then I put up a tweet with Elon Musk's keyword, and then it will be able to do that. Now I asked, is it possible for me to turn on notifications on Elon Musk's tweet? Then it monitors my notifications. It said at this stage it cannot. The only other workaround is if Elon Musk tweets, then you feed it the link of the tweet and it will quickly carry out the action. So for that particular action, I believe it will evolve. They are really evolving this to where it can do that. Or there will be a workaround that allows this scenario to work. But for now, the workaround for this is connecting your own Twitter. There's a place to connect your Twitter here in the account area, but I don't want to show it because I don't know, there are some user ID there. I don't know if it should be displayed on a screen, but there's a place to connect your Twitter and it will manage your Twitter. So that's another positive. Another thing it can do for you is post on your Twitter. So you can basically automate a Twitter account with this. Even that alone is as powerful as can be. These days, people are looking for high impression rates on Twitter, monetization, and all that. Of course, an AI knows how to tweet very well, such that it favors the algorithm, it garners visibility, it knows all the rules. If you have looked at AI agents managing Twitter, their personal Twitter, they always flourish. So that's a positive that you can gain from this, the ability to manage your Twitter. Then if it's managing your Twitter, it can carry out this action. You know, anytime you tweet, it will automatically generate an image and a launch on Pumpfun and snipe the token. Very powerful stuff there. So to know what it can do and the extent of its ability, I think you also train it by chatting. You chat with it similar to ChatGPT. Okay, so that's on the side. Now, considering this could not work as planned, I decided, okay, let me try other features of it. And I tried this. So you see this token, Sharp Perps, it did buy it, but I wasn't favored. I didn't fancy the purchase. But the good thing is you can chat with it to tweak parameters. So it was the one that bought this Sharp Perps. But when I did my personal due diligence, I didn't like its choice because I felt it has some limitations with Pumpfun in terms of identifying launches that are not rug pulls. Okay, so let me tell you the parameters for this. What were the parameters for this? So I don't know if it's shown somewhere. We'll come back to this. So it can swap for you. Very interesting stuff. It can swap for you. It can trade NFTs, tokens, stuff like that. As powerful as can be. Let me see. Okay. So the Griffain token, I saw it early, but I didn't buy it. It has skyrocketed now. But it's a good token altogether. I will do another video about Griffain. And it's still in its early stages, basically. What they are with this, they are building. This is a $1 billion type of project. Okay, so I can't find the chat exactly. It's likely somewhere here, but I'm going to show you how I got this. So if you go to home, now this is default instruction for your agent. You are T, an AI agent, part of the Griffain network. You help your creator buy and sell tokens, creating meme coins, evaluate trading strategies based on information gathered from sources like Twitter. So now this is another thing you can do. You can ask it insight about a token. It will give you analysis, but I don't think it's as good as the likes of AI XBT at the moment. Based on my chat, I don't think it's as good. I also think it has limitations in sources that it can. AI XBT has a wide range of sources. It has real-time oracle information. It has insight from all the dexes, all the VCs, all the burns, token emission, a wide range of things that AI XBT has. Okay, so I believe that Griffain will because many of these AI agents now, you can train them to basically copy AI XBT or learn from AI XBT and stuff like that. I've not experimented with that, but I believe that you have an impact in how your agent behaves. So you can tweak this instruction here and update it so that it's a default guide on maybe the template of learning that your AI should do. Okay, so now here, memories. Agent has no memory, so this is basically you training your AI in this category. You have the luxury of doing that, so you can shape it up. Here it says, tell me something to remember when we chat. Okay, so this is like the default area where you can also upload stuff. Tell me to generate an image and I'll upload it to Perma storage. This is wow. Perma storage, I don't know what infrastructure it uses, maybe IPFS or Rweave, I'm not sure, but this is like a safety measure. You want to save something. Tasks. Okay, so this was the task I created, which was not running. So you can archive this, because I think there is also a limitation at this stage as to how many tasks can be running. So there are times when you try to put up a task, it will tell you to archive the previous task. So I'll just archive this for now. Okay, so no tasks here. Okay, NFTs token. So okay, so this is my wallet. Okay, and this is just the default area for setting up your agent. Okay, so now let's go home. Okay, this is home. Now special agents. Now at the moment, this is what it can do. Here, I'll help you buy the world's most collectible whiskey. Imagine what this place will be filled up with over the course of time. Agent, and imagine where timeliness is of essence. You need to take advantage of a quick opportunity. I believe it's going to be faster, it will be able to. Anyway, let's leave that. Now here, Blink holiday gifts with magic internet money. So this is not relevant to me, but this is like a physical store or online store where it can buy something. So it can buy something for you. Here is another partner store with collectible whiskeys. I don't know what it is. I've not explored that, but this one is interesting. Give me a Blink and I'll help you take action. So Blink is another very strong evolutionary niche of Solana. It allows you to put actionable items inside a social post, like a tweet. So I don't know if it's necessary to, just for context sake, show what a Blink refers to and stuff like that. I'm not very sure, but let me just so that we're just doing an overview of that category. So you see here, Blinks. It allows you to incorporate actions into a post, and then you may basically make Twitter Web3. So, for example, just a moment. I may need to check out this later on. I'll just bookmark this. Okay, so this is an example of a Blink. No, that not that. Okay, the reason I'm not, it's going to another area. Now normally this blink will be able to display right here. I'll be able to interact with it right here. It will pull up my MetaMask, my Phantom wallet, but you need to set something for that to be the case. Just a moment. So there's, I don't know, let me just touch on this. There's some setting here. See preferences. No. Okay, so you see this is experimental. If you check this, then refresh this, you'll be able to take action. Yeah, so this is about Fuel Network. I will bookmark this. So let's say here. Wow, why is it opening? Let me show an example. Why is it like that? So it's supposed to display like a DApp, a full-fledged DApp here. So you want to, there's an NFT on sale. You'll be able to buy it right on X. So I don't know why it's not set up. This looks interesting too. By the way, don't visit all these sites. I generally would do due diligence on them. They may not be safe. Wow, it's not working, but it works. This is not my main account, by the way. So I set up this my Twitter with another account, which this is not my main account. So on my main account, all this I'll be able to interact it. If it's an NFT, I'll be able to mint it directly here. If it's a swap situation, I'll be able to swap here without leaving X. So that's a blink. So anyway, you can convert any action into a blink. And then if you provide the link to the blink to your agent, it will be able to take action. Okay. So that's aside. Now, some people may not be interested in the above. So I just decided to, give some context to what is being referenced. Okay, so back here. Now, this is where it's interesting for many. Now, imagine where this is populated with more features, more mind-blowing features. This will be so much adoption, to this. Okay, so here, this is where I set up the buy and also the creating tokens and stuff like that. So here, basically, what will Agent Flipper do? It will snipe new Pumpfun launch Pumpfun tokens and auto sell them. So basically, although it still has some learning to do, maybe since the last time it has improved, who knows? We'll experiment again with within the course of this video. Let's see what it buys. Now, the good thing is that it buys the tokens early. So you see this token here, even though it bought it and I didn't end up liking the token, it bought it in such a way that I almost wouldn't lose, which is a positive. So basically, this amount here is basically the amount I put in. If I will check because I don't know the market cap. I don't know if it graduated or not, but it looks like it bought this at, this was my expenditure, 0.1 SOL, which is around $22 or so. Now, if I was to swap this, I'll likely get back my equity. I'm not sure, but let's see. Okay, so you see slightly lower. The price of Solana has gone down, but basically its entry point was at 6,000 M cap. So even when the dev rugged, which happened, and I knew that would happen based on what I saw, I still would not have lost. So that's a safe situation there. So that's the luxury you have in a situation like this. It may end up getting a good one. So basically, now the reason that it may have failed is because I put target keywords. Okay, so I didn't, because if you are dealing with Pumpfun, it's best to go through by narrative. So I did a video about that. Generally, this is the tool I use. Link will be in the description. The most advanced DEX there is when it comes to Solana, with the most advanced features. It's invite only, by the way, so you cannot use it without an invite. And I have an invite. It will also give you a discount on fees. It has an airdrop, but this is the most sophisticated for Pumpfun. Why so? Because it has a lot of things: wallet labelings. You can exempt snipers using filters. You can exempt insiders, bots. So speaking of filters, now this is a new token launch. If you click on the filters here, so in my case, I prefer to use search queries so that I can target launches based on narrative. So now interestingly, this is the only such DEX that has this. So you see, if I search by AI and apply, it will only display new launches from Pumpfun that have the AI in its metadata. But that doesn't necessarily mean that all these are safe. So you need additional filters, so that, and it has a large bulk of them, so that, the distribution is better. There are not many insiders and all that. So again, check out BullX. But that is if you were to use a DEX. And again, when you have done your due diligence, you can quick buy, very fast, optimized fees and all that. You can use advanced DCA to buy, rotate your buys amongst different wallets and all that. A lot of features. Okay, so that aside, now the reason I'm featuring this is for context sake, so that you understand what I'm talking about here. So basically, I tweaked this. So you see, this is not the default message here. I said only snipe if the description talks about, oh, sorry, this is the default. So it's aware that AI is trendy at the moment. So you can tweak this if you want to expand its horizon, but this was the default. And then only snipe if the description talks about AI and you think it's going to 1 million market cap. Now, of course, it's possible to, wow. So in my case, I just went with this. I didn't further, add due diligence or add additional indices here to enhance its capacity. So at this stage, I will not blame Agent Flipper, because from what I've seen, your agent needs training. With instructions, it fares better. So it's not like all those other agents that work on their own. They have their own brain. Okay, so here, now, by the way, minimum snipe amount is 0.1. So this was not the default amount here, I don't think. So I put 0.1 there. Okay, so now, max soul in reserve 1, you can adjust that. Only snipe if there is less than 1 soul in the bonding curve. So this will allow it to snipe early. If we're talking 1 soul in less, if there is less than 1 soul in the bonding curve, this was default. So I think it's targeting Pumpfun and gaining early entry. Now with these settings, you don't have to worry or be afraid, because I believe even if it ends up with a buy and it doesn't fare well, it's a rug, you will still have your equity intact. Now, thinking of it, I'll have to experiment with this. I'll have to fund this wallet and just let it do its job, because you can sell all those tokens. However, some of it may do well. Interesting. Okay, so let's experiment now. We'll just leave these settings as is. Now here it says price target 1.2x. Now this is a quick sell. So let's just expand this to 5x situation. So let's say that it enters at 6k market cap or 7k at when it gets to 35k it sells. Now this may not be feasible for you. You may want to target 100k. There is no loss there. And then if you come there and it has bought and it's not at the 100K mark, you can manually pull off your sale. Interesting stuff. Okay, so wow. Thinking of it, like what I'll do in this situation here is, okay, let's not go into that. Let's leave this at this 5x. Okay, so only snipe if the description talks about AI and you think it's going to 1 million market cap. Let's start. So you'll see how it works. Start. So this will keep scanning Pumpfun for new launches until it finds a perfect one. It may decline the first one, for example, decide whether or not. So it's showing you its brain, its thought process here. So decide whether or not to snipe based on the metadata. Amount to snipe 0.1. So it's basically graduate to radium, break past the bonding curve through genuine support. So you see the parameters it's using to judge. Soul reserve 30. I think it says I will not snipe this token as it lacks a clear indication of being AI related and does not seem poised to reach a market cap of 1 million. Now, I don't know why it's delaying. Very soon it will pick up another one. Okay, so this is new. Decide whether or not to snipe based on the metadata. It says it will not snipe. Wow. I believe that this will evolve into perfection over the course of time, or you can evolve it into perfection based on your own unique parameters. So it has not sniped at the moment. Now, when it's sniped, we will look at the token it's sniped. So it will not snipe. I will also, later on, I'll look at some of these tokens that were skipped. Who knows, maybe there's a good one there. But based on the name, like this one, it's a replica. So this one doesn't have decide whether or not. Okay, chilled keyed. That name looks good, but it's not sniping because it doesn't have AI in its metadata. Now, this is not an efficient method, but of course it runs on its own. So now, because with this method now, it's just pulling up all the launches. And so far, all the ones that have popped up, they don't have AI in their metadata. Now, if I was to use Bull X, for example, in this situation, look at what how it would look. So this is the new creation category. If I filter this based on AI, let's leave other things as is. Very soon, a token will pop up here like this one. This one looks good superficially, although there are no other settings. Now, the good thing with Bull X is I can also snipe here fast, at a low M cap and preset auto sale parameters. But you see that there is the frequency of, let's see, the dev bought 3, so it will likely dump, which has happened here. Okay. But you see the frequency of AI related launches is not fast. 22 seconds, one just came in. So it's sluggish. So Tofi, first AI powered TOF. Let's see what, I don't know if it was able to. Okay, so I attempted to snipe token. Let's see what token that was. So it attempted to snipe. Wow, sorry about that. Convo dot. I think it attempted to snipe convo.wf because of this, the first AI agent that can speak. Wow, that name looks good. Let me copy this. Where is that? So this can be improved, like you can't hold it down. I want to copy this. Wow. What's this? Just a moment, please. Wow, can't hold it down. I wanted to pick that token and check it. It looks good. Wow. Just a moment. We won't be able to find it like this. Convo.wtf. Wow, but that's a replica. It looks like here now there is a token. This is likely the one, but there's already a token at 1.3 million. This is the one that, so you see 2 minutes ago, dev bot, but this is likely to dump because although people may not know, because of has a bit of volume, 2,000, but just 14 holders. So this was the token. I don't think this would have been a good choice, but you wouldn't have lost. So it can be, you will need to, wow, let me see if this is recording. Okay. So again, I will need to perfect this, add a bit more parameters in the instructions. And that will also shorten the time for finding a token. I would have liked to see why it declined that maybe sleepage, maybe it was too fast. So I attempted to, but encountered an error due to sleep. Oh, that was the previous one. So it's really taking time. This one, oh, cat AI. I don't think this is a good one either. So this one, it may have been hurrying. There may have been buys entering. Let's see. So to be better, it's better to perfect it with additional settings. Exclude this. And all that. So I'll work on that and do another video about that. This one superficially looks good. Dev bought 2%. Insider top 10 holders holding 1%. This one looks good superficially. But this one, the dev may have superficially looks good. But what did I want to do here? I want to see this cat AI. Cat AI doesn't look like a good narrative. So assuming it sniped it, the only positive is you may not lose, but doesn't look good. So it's obvious that for you will need to wow. I just wanted to leave it to, but let's re-instruct it. So although I will perfect this offline, not now. So only snipe if the description talks about AI and you think it's going to a million M cap. So if I want to tweak this, I would tweak it here with, I may leave this as is. Like if I expand this now, there are two possibilities. It's either you get rugged done or it finds a good token for you. So I'll likely do my parameters here. Add more, has at least 5 buyers, stuff like that, has a certain trading volume, stuff like that. So anyway, I will work on that offline. So let's see what we can do. Only snipe if the description talks about AI. Description talks about AI. Okay, so I did a bit of tweak there. I don't know if it will understand. Let's just see what it brings next. By the way, I'll leave this running and I will do another video with the results. And to conclude, I will talk about some projects I found recently of interest, and I'll do dedicated videos about them. So it's found one here, Sky Chicken. Okay, so it does. I don't think that my input affected it, but I'll leave this running. I'll leave this running and let it exhaust my balance. I think it will be able to buy maybe 3 tokens, and then I'll come back to see what the result is. Now, I don't know if I leave this page if it will stop. So let me just open this here. I wouldn't expect it to stop, but just for safety. So we've looked at this, and this is the other one, Agent Sniper. So this one is only snipe if the description talks about AI and you think it's going to $1 million market cap. So this one can only snipe. Wow, it has already bought. It has already bought a token. I think it has bought a token. Let's check. Wow. It has bought 2 tokens. Wayfinder, this is not a good one, by the way. But let's see if where it may have bought it at. This one is not a good, because I know Wayfinder, it's a project, it's an AI project, so this is just a replica. This one, Fortite, no real intent there. So let's see if there will be a loss situation. Wow. So let's just, it's not clickable on, so I'm just going to first off, I want to stop this. Stop. So let's just work with what it has done. By the way, this one can trade. So buy, snipe, and then trade at a price target. The other one can only buy. Okay, so now let's look here. Wow. Okay, so he bought all this. This one, I don't consider it a good one. Let's quickly look at so 3.52. Just a moment. Wow. So it will likely get a sell here, but this one, I don't expect it to do well. You know, people are just likely, no, it hasn't risen much. These are just small buys. But let me see. I don't even know where my buy is. Let me see wallet address. Oh, sorry. Let's see wallet address here. Where is that? Receive. So R4DH. Wow. No, it's not first buy. So it's still a good entry, you know, considering, you know, starting market cap of this generally is around 4K. At this stage, if I sell, I would be in a profit. If assuming I left it at 1.2, it would have sold or attempted to sell. So this is the buy here. See? So 0.1, this is the buy. And there has been several buys, but people are already selling. Dev sold. So even if it dumps, I'll try to sell when it dumps so that you see. Maybe if there's going to be a loss, it will be $2 or so. So this is the dev here with this cap. This is the dev here with this cap. Let me attempt to sell. This one, I don't think people will CTO it, by the way. So it's 24. I'm still in a profit as we speak. But that one, I don't think people will CTO it. You see, so there was no loss basically, which is good. Now this was the sell here. So this was the very last sell here. 6.54k M cap. It entered at 6.43. So just a bit of gain there. Now, you know, imagine if it improves. This is bound to is just great basically. Okay, so what is obvious there is that if it functions as is, it won't lose. If you went short-term profit, like let's say just 2x, you will likely make profit. But in my case, I won't put 2x. I'll just leave it open, except in the gathering data phase. Because if you allow it to get as many tokens as possible, one may end up faring well. You never know. I would prefer to let it buy. I would then do my own due diligence and decide whether to sell. So in my case, I'll import the wallet on BullX, and then I'll do my take profit. No, I will use this to implement some other strategies. Okay, so anyway, let's look at the other token. Superficially looking, that token doesn't look interesting either. This one here, Fort. Okay, so entry is similar level. Let's see. Wow, this one dev has not. Wow, dev bots, and people sold dev bot again. So dev bot here. So it's at 6. It's now people are trying to buy because dev bought, but who knows, the dev may end up selling. Let's quickly look at it. The narrative doesn't look strong. It's Fortnite or something, then they put AI in the middle. I don't see much to it. But if we're to sell here, it's a profit situation. Coins created. Wow, so this dev has sold only one, has created only one coin. That can be a positive. Wow, that can be a positive, but let's see the type of wallet. So it has 456. So this one now, not much information. I may end up leaving it but sell short term. Fortnite or something. People may buy this because of the name, but I don't see depth to it. So just for the sake of this video, let's just sell. Okay, swap max. Okay, not much profit, 23. So just small profit basically. Okay, wow, but this started at, I think, 79. I'm not very sure. Let me sell this as well. So it looks like its entry is around the same time. if you wanted to have like a quicker, more like base level entry, maybe this can be 0.9, this one reduced to 0.9 or something, so that it enters like at a 4K MCAP or something. Now imagine when they make this in such a way it can snipe on virtuals, on Vivu. That will be so much. I think this is worth it because it's just starting and it can already do this. There is much it will be able to do later on. I'll be ending this video now, but before we end this video, let's quickly talk of some other projects of interest. Of course, we've featured BullX. Okay, I will have a dedicated video for the other AI agents that I've taken a look at recently. For now, let's leave you with this project here. I'm still gathering data for it, but superficially it looks good. It has a rev share element, and gaining entry early is of relevance because it's invite only. I don't know if it will have an airdrop and stuff like that, but it's invite only, has a rev share element, and I think it's under the radar. So your invite will be in the description. I used a burner wallet, by the way. I funded it with 1 Sol because they only want people with at least 1 Sol in their wallet. Then I removed the funds, but during the connection, everything looked normal. Although I didn't do that on this PC, so that wallet is not on this PC. But if you're to connect, you will need... okay, that's the invite here, the invite link. So that will give you access. You set a username, and then you can see the interface. Now, if you want to learn more about the project, even though there are no tweets, I've seen people... It seems they have insider information about this. It's called Let's Print. But this video also showcases what's coming, and basically is rev share. I don't understand it fully yet. I'm going to do another video. I'm going to have to import that wallet. So it's like games, bonding curve for games and all that. I don't know if it's an AI that will be able to... Looks good. Let me just put it like that, superficially looking, but I don't have the wallet that I used to connect here, so I can't really showcase it right now in this video, but you can take action to be early. Again, you can start with a burner wallet. You'll see it was just 18 hours ago. By the way, this code doesn't work, but using my link, you already have a code. And if anyone is to start now, they are basically early user. There are no other tweets, just this tweet showcasing what it's about. And that's about it for this video. Let's end this video now. Take action, stay awesome, subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. So I forgot to add, I said that I will touch on this earlier on in the video. I forgot, so I decided to just add it. So the Saga Genesis token that was minted is the first soulbound that we minted earlier. There are 2,000 of them, I believe. The first soulbound NFT for AI agents. Solana Mobile's Saga Genesis token is for humans. Griffain's Saga Genesis token is for agents. So, yeah, so remember I said that when you order the Solana mobile phone, I don't even know if it's still orderable, but I'll be adding that in the description. I just remembered. Let's just quickly check that. I'm not very sure. Okay, pre-order. Okay, so it's still in the early adopter phase at $500. I bought around 500 or 450, something like that. So, okay, so I'll put the link to that in the description, by the way. So, where is that? Okay, so basically what is being referenced is when you order or pre-order a Solana mobile phone, they will give you a Saga Genesis token. It's basically to be assured that it's a human behind the phone, and so that when third-party projects give airdrops, they know that they are giving it to a human, a Web3 enthusiast likely, and stuff like that. Okay, so basically the Saga Genesis token, they are calling it, similar to how they named the Solana mobile one. Who knows, they may be the same project. It has strong backing by Solana, by the way. Solana itself has been showcasing this actively. So Griffain's Saga Genesis token is for agent. So basically, it's just an evidence that you have an agent. I don't know if only early access people will be the ones, based on my chat. It said that it will be, chat with the bot, the AI. It said that it will be open to the public and all that. So very soon. So I'm not very sure what exactly the perks are for being an early user or having this Saga Genesis token. But here there is some gist. It says the Saga Genesis token pioneered the on-chain membership card. So this is quite referencing the Solana one, that they pioneered a situation where on-chain memberships unlock a new way to recognize holders, and comes with airdrops, rewards, access, but is bound to a human soul. So that's for Solana Mobile. Like I said, they give you a soul-bound token, then you end up getting airdrops from partner projects, rewards, and all that, access to gated communities. Now, in the case of Griffain, as Griffain's agents can take more on-chain actions, agents need their own membership cards. So in this case, if there are airdrops, rewards, accesses, your agent will be getting it for you. They need it because as the ecosystem expands, other partner projects come about, they may gate access to them for AI agents only that have this Saga Genesis token or something like that. So, okay. Now, AI agents that hold Griffain's Saga Genesis tokens are controlled by humans that own a Saga Genesis token. So, okay, so this is an example of the perks. So maybe only agents with Saga Genesis token can buy a special whiskey on this platform. So we saw that earlier on. I'll have to explore it later on. Or they can automatically get a discount on this store. So basically, your agent will be purchasing for you. If you want to get a discount, you'll be able to purchase as a human, but if you send your agent, and the agent has that Saga Genesis token, there will be a discount. So imagine what's to come, basically, when there's a conglomerate of partner projects and stuff like that. Okay, so what if Soho Club memberships were held by agents that could book vacations for you at exclusive hotels on travel swaps? Okay, we're rolling out the first 2,000 Griffain's Saga Genesis token on the first come first serve basis. 8 of you already have figured it out. Okay, so I think this will be open to the public very soon. Here it says the first, so there will likely be batches and all that. I don't know if they will increase in price and all that. So here it says, okay, so yes, so it's likely to be open to the public soon. Now, what more? Another aspect we missed or underlooked when using the platform is that it can create PVPs. So you have limitations with using ChatGPT, for example, with creating images. It can, and interestingly, it will store it to perma storage, and it can be turned into an NFT. Okay. So that's this. No, that's this here. Okay, you can chat with it. Anyway, let's conclude. The point is here, this is basically like ChatGPT, so you can train it. There is a tweet here that buttresses what we've discussed so far, how to help me help you. So I said that in the beginning, that you'll be able to train it. So once your agent is live, you can chat with it just like ChatGPT, ask about tokens, NFTs, and how much SOL is in the wallet of certain people. My agents now have a portfolio view their NFT tokens and NFTs. Want to add a portfolio? Agents have memories. Give them a website, get a summary, and save it to memory for later. Want the agent to talk for you? Connect your Twitter, update your agent's instruction to give it some personality and let your agents loose. I discussed that earlier. The agents are also artists. Give them some inspiration and they will take it from there. Images are uploaded to permanent storage for you to use it for PVPs and eventually create NFTs. All uploaded media is viewable on your agent's homepage. So again, we're talking an evolutionary AI that can be trained. I'll be ending this video now. Stay awesome.